We are back. Sorry, we had. Oh no,
No, it's fine.
I can say that. It's my show. I can cuss. Sorry, everyone. We are back. We had some technical difficulties in the building, but we are back. We are getting back on the agenda of being able to adapt in situations and being able to connect with a whole bunch of people that's not necessarily in our group.
Mm-hmm.
As we explained it to you, like how in high school you have different cliques, but we're able to adapt and to be in every single one of them and not
Right.
basically not uh dang now I drove.
Draw a blank.
I did. It's that look, y'all. It's that intermission. That joint threw me off my game. But we are going to get back on there though.
But no, I get exactly what you're saying. Like, I tell you, it's a superpower. It's literally a superpower
It
because a
is.
lot of people can't do that. A lot of people feel like, oh, I'm only stuck with my kind of people, and
Mm-hmm.
that's all I know. So that's all I want to be around. That's all I'm comfortable around. But I feel like I have that ability, and I was gifted with that ability to be able to gel with different folks because my purpose is so much bigger than me. And it allows me to be able to go into different rooms and be around different
Yeah.
people without feeling like having those feelings of intimidation and feeling like I don't belong here. And even if
I've
I
had
do
that.
feel like that, I mean, just being in the presence of people that are not like me is a blessing, you know?
It's just, and it is. It's a real true blessing because it's definitely a, for me being in that situation. Always think of it as in like always makes me better because I'm able to adapt
Oh
to what
yeah.
anything will be thrown at me.
Right.
So if I get into somewhere and there's a person I don't particularly mix up well with, I
Mm-hmm.
know it won't throw me off my game
Yeah.
because I've been adaptive for this for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Like I was in the rock groups, I was in the reggae groups, I was in
Yeah.
the emo groups. I can
Oh
definitely
yeah, I
mess with
definitely went through
them.
the emo
You know,
stage. Like scene girl. Yeah. I was with a Harajuku. You know, what's her name? Is it
um,
Alex
I, I,
Levine or
um,
April Levine or
Avril Lavigne.
yeah, whatever her name is. I just liked her
That's my
hair.
girl though. That's my
Yeah.
girl though. But it allows us to adapt and be able to be put into situations where we still will overcome. So
Hmm.
I definitely I do like that being a superpower though.
Yeah, I look at
Yeah,
it as a
it
superpower.
definitely is because I definitely seen some people where they get put into situations and they're like it's like fight or flight and they just fly away.
Yeah, and I feel like on that only kicks in for me if I'm in like something like that's going on that could be like traumatic. Like for me, my fight or flight only happens when I feel like I'm in danger. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't happen where I feel like, oh, I don't know what's going on here and I'm around these people. Granted, I could feel like that on the inside, but you would never
You would
know.
never.
If I'm uncomfortable and I feel like if it's just not a place for me at all, then I probably would like safely remove myself from the situation. But if anything, if it's just like a situation where I feel like I'm in a room full of millionaires and I know I ain't no millionaire, I'm gonna sit in that room because a
Mm-hmm.
part of me wants to be in there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
Get
it's
the
like I need to be in here to know what y'all done. You know, I'm
what
trying to
y'all do. I'm
collect
trying
the
to get on
tea.
y'all.
You know, I'm trying to get
Oh,
on your
oh
level.
yeah, for sure. Because there's been definitely meetings like that where I was already talking to my mom and she was like, "Oh, let me just join this meeting right here. Just sit here and be
Mm-hmm.
quiet." And I'm like, "Dang, yo, she really in the room with people who's like
Who like
made
that?
millions
Yeah.
and then are like that entrepreneur wise." And I'm just like, "Dang, bro, how am I in the room with them?"
Yeah.
And best believe, oh, I'm gaining something.
Oh yeah.
I'm walking away with something that happened in that meeting, and I'm definitely going to use it
Oh
because
yeah.
I, man, there ain't nothing like being in a room with successful people
Oh
that only
man.
want to become successful with you and grow with you.
That boy, when I tell you that's major key,
Mm-hmm.
like that's major key. Like being exposed. Like being exposed people don't understand the importance of being exposed to the right stuff. Being exposed and be willing, like willingly open to learn will
That's a
literally have you
drop
in
it.
different
That's it.
positions that
Mm-hmm.
you never really thought you can be in. Like I always say, like I know a lot of stuff, but I don't know everything. So I'm always a student of the game.
I see it. I'm gonna circle back to where you said that willingness.
Yeah.
A lot of people claim they want to learn,
Oh man,
but they
just
don't want to sit. They don't want to do that extra research, that extra whatever it takes for you to obtain that.
mm-hmm.
And I've learned that here. seeing it with my mom, and then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes seeing it at my other places of business and jobs. It's like, you say you want to learn, but do you really
But
show that
yeah.
intent first of being like, no, I'm gonna stay back and ask him that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen some where we had a meeting and like everyone left, and we got a couple of people who stayed and was like, well, hold on, let me get your opinion on something.
Right.
So I think people really gotta work on like that willingness.
Oh yeah, willingness is everything. Like if you're not willing, nobody can make you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all in you. Any situation that you put yourself in, like it's all based off of you. Like
Straight
because I
up.
can read all of the books in the world, I could talk to all the people in the world, but if I don't have any willpower to do anything, it doesn't matter.
It
Like
don't
that
matter.
information is literally just sitting
It's just
in
going
me.
to sit there, and it's just
Yeah.
it's not going to be utilized.
Right.
Like, it's just
And if you don't use it, you lose it.
That so what?
You
What?
know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm trying to put all of the exercise, every piece of brain muscle I have, and like whether I gotta get up physically to do something, where I have to think a lot mentally to do something, hell, even use the spirit man to use what I gotta get. Like, listen, we gonna get it done.
We gonna get it done, and that's man, we need more of that out here, because I definitely had there's people who want to come in and they want to do this, do casting and stuff. It's like, if you're not gonna put that willingness to put that investment into yourself,
Yeah.
how can I be comfortable putting you on,
Right.
On camera on your own platform, and I'm not going to sit there and make you look stupid.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people, I known a couple of people like that personally, that actually wanted to invest in the certain businesses or just entertain the idea. And it's like, do you really want to do this, or are you just trying to entertain this idea because you see somebody else doing it and it's working for them? Like, for instance, for me, like I've always been interested in fashion. I've always been interested in modeling. I've always been interested in makeup and hair. This is something that has been embedded in me for years now, decades at this point. Like I've lived 2 decades, so
it's literally like you said,
it's been for decades.
Yeah.
So this is not something that I just up and out thought about doing. I've been on the path to doing this for a long time. Whether I've gotten to a bigger point now or even later, like it's just been something I was been doing. So I don't understand where you can have a person that just kind of, I understand inspiration, but then I don't really understand people who just like, oh yeah, I want to do this because you're doing it, and you don't even understand what it takes to do it, or you don't even really want to put the work in to do what I do. Like you don't understand what it's like to be in my shoes, and let alone you like try to mock me.
Yeah, that's literally,
I mean?
And that's literally sometimes what like you try not to take it that way.
Yeah,
like
I try not
mocking,
to even look at it that way.
Like, bro, like when did you come up with this? Like when you heard me talking,
right? But like it'd be like,
since me talking, why didn't you come in on here?
Yeah, like,
and be like, let's do something together.
That's exactly how I feel. It's not even a thing of like I get irritated when I feel like you want to do what I do, because by all means you do what you want to do, because what's for me is what's for me, and what's for you is what's for you, and it's your bag not gonna stop mine. You know what I mean? But I also feel like too, like if we almost in the same boat, it's like, well, let's collab.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like let's see how we can work this out and do it together and make it bigger than what it is just us individually. Like I kind of look at it that way, but people be bluffing. Like people just be bluffing. A lot of people don't really be putting in the work. And granted, I'm also human enough to know that things happen in life to where like it can hinder you sometimes, because I've been through a whole lot of hindrances. But at the same time, I'm still here.
You're you know exactly what I mean? Like you said, you're still here, and then it's like, if you don't have that self of being like, nah, I can do this. Or my whole thing with like collabs is that I feel like when you do a collab, it's about both of the brands.
Yes.
So even if someone or some people particularly like the other brand better, you're still not gonna get that like that jealousy.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, bro, this is still a collab. Like I'm still throwing your name out here. Just people gravitate towards mine more, but that doesn't mean that yours isn't lacking in any other way.
And that just means you don't even know if your stuff, if I might have an element to my things that I might just be missing, and your brand can bring that to mine. Exactly. And it could be a powerhouse.
And people, they see that's the one that's like that jealousy. I talked about it on the other episode of mine. So I think I was talking to Clifton, and I was like, man, people they half-ass want to show you something, because sometimes I think in the back of their mind they're like, yo, if he makes this big,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing the same thing. Like, no, I'm not gonna show them everything. When it's like, bro, you showed me something. Why would I not want to put you on? Because that means you have the
Right.
ability to do this by yourself too. So that way, it's
Right.
like two's better than one.
I literally experienced that. I had people come to me ask me, how do you build a website? And I literally broke it down like step by step. Oh, how you do this? How you do that? And like, for one, I'm very blessed and thankful to have people come and ask me questions like that, because me personally, I don't feel like I'm
Like,
that big of a person that
you
like to give
come to
out
her and give
that
out
type of
advice.
advice. But I've had people come to me like and ask me, oh, how, girl, I want to get into doing this. How you do that? And I'll literally give you the plug. I'll give you the blood. I'll give you the tea.
Give you the whole.
I'll give you the
9
whole
yards.
thing.
Like, you give
But
it
I
out
have
and you
seen you
break
do
it
nothing
down.
with that yet. And that what irritates me. Like, I feel like I didn't wasted my time. But then again, it's not for me to, be upset about, because I mean,
Because
I gave you what I gave you.
what you and to see it, but you're one of those few people that gave you that honest 100%.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna not show you how to do this because this popped off on mine, so I'm not gonna show you that. But I can understand that too, because that would definitely get me irritated as ever.
Because it's almost
if I'm
like, why
dropping
you
these
keep asking me
nuggets
these
on
questions
you, then
if you're not going to make a move?
exactly.
Like,
Man,
I feel like if you like, I feel like you're just intrigued with the idea. But it ain't really something that's not your calling. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people.
That's what we suffering from, though. I think we suffering from that a lot in this day and age, though. That people see. So, like, I'm only using this as a reference, but people see you do hair and think that they can just pick up and just do it. When it's like, no.
Like,
there's levels to this. There's levels to this.
You might be able to do it. You might be able to do it in your house. You might be able to do your kids. You might be able to do your cousins and your nieces and whoever else, right? Mm-hmm. But you might not be able to be a professional enough person to do other people outside of that. Mm-hmm. Hell, I might be able to do hair, but I might not be able to go celebrity status and deal with celebrity clientele. It's so many different levels to this. It's rankings in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people feel like, oh, well, just because you're doing it, I can do that, but it ain't that simple.
It's not. It's not. And that goes back to people don't see the behind the scenes work. People don't see the struggles. You just see, the outcomes.
You only see the outcome of everything.
You don't.
But you don't know what it took to get to this point.
I must say, nights where you're wondering if you made the right decision. Yeah. Nights where you're like, damn, bro, I'm really contemplating about just saying F it and just losing it all.
Oh my God, how many times have we went through that? I went through that, like, before I even found you guys, like, I literally went through that. I was telling my husband, I don't want to be behind the chair no more. I don't want to do it no more, trying to talk myself out of it because my feelings was hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly how you feel. My feelings was,
oh man,
I had a time my feelings was hurt here, and I was just like,
but then I was like, nah, like, it's something that keeps calling me. Like, if I feel like if it keeps calling me, keeps pulling at my heartstrings, and it's deeper than just, I just want to do this. I feel like I have so many different elements to myself that is going to take me somewhere else, and I have so many different good things that I want to do for other people to the point where this is beyond me. But this is the platform that's going to be able to take me to get me to that other point. This is my bus.
I hope y'all listening, because that was some real that's some real that's some real entrepreneur stuff, yo. That when you first come in here, you just never know. But like,
you never know where it's gonna take you.
But like, I like how you explained, because that's literally how like my call was. I was like, maybe I should just not doing this. Someone's like, nah, man, you need to grab that mic, yo. You need to
like get up and do it.
And I think that's what really just made me just be like, all right. One day I was just like, man, I'm not getting no traction. I'm posting out flyers that say that like my studio is open.
Yeah.
But people aren't seeing any product. Like, no one's biting into it because no one's seeing any product coming out of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, if no one's seeing any product come out of it, and I had this idea of just being on camera for years, bro, it's just time to man up and just do it. If I do it and I fail, I can never say that like
that I
didn't try.
You know what I mean?
I have no regrets on there, and I did it. And literally, people don't know. Like, the first episode I put out was literally for shits and giggles. It was literally me just being like, all right, let me get used to being on camera.
Yeah, that was like your test
because I'm not,
right
I'm unphotogenic. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on anything. So like, literally, it was just like, let me sit down. And I was like, I'm not gonna sit down by myself. I'm not gonna do that yet. So I had Kia come on.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you just let's just sit
Just
down.
be natural.
Yeah,
about
like
it.
I was like, let's just sit down and just have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it just blew up and went off. I mean,
See, now you're doing it though.
Every Wednesday,
doing
every Wednesday.
Excuse my French.
I try. Look, man, it's my show now, so now I realize what I can and can't say.
Right.
So you're all good. Literally, I that was one of my debacles coming in here.
Yeah.
Too, was like, what can I say? What can I say? Now, and one day I slipped up when I said something. I was like, it's my show, bro.
Now we ain't gonna be up here like going crazy, but
no, we're not gonna be up here going. This ain't no Howard Stern.
But you might hear a little thing.
But you might hear a little thing or two. And you know, I like doing this too, and I like bringing on people who haven't really been on camera, and then bring them on as their first time.
Yeah.
And then I like showing you guys after like we end, because I always tell people, you'd be surprised how good you do.
Oh man, I was so nervous.
Camera turns on. You be so shocked, and then you just keep looking at yourself like, is that me?
Yeah, I think that's the thing for me. Like, it's like the after, like the outcome. I so honestly, I even go back and look at some of my YouTube videos that I posted, and I go back and watch them. I don't feel like they're like top tier yet. You know, and they ain't top tier. They mine.
They're yours.
Yeah, they mine, but they're not top tier.
They're yours.
They're mine.
They're yours.
But I do go back and look at them because I'll be so shocked that like, wow, I actually did that. You know, like, could I have done better? Yes. Would I do better the next time I do it? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I still done it, you know?
You done conquered half the fear that everyone who wants to come into this does. Is half of them are super afraid. I think I read a quote the other day. It was about podcasting. It was like, yo, if you don't go back and look at what you first did,
oh man,
and either laugh out loud or cringe up, you're not doing that right.
You're not growing.
You're not growing.
Yeah.
And I still, even though my first show was, I'm not gonna really say a whole banger, but like I popped off with 400 views, like my first time out. That's good. I appreciate you. You know, that's good. But like, I still gonna come back and be like, damn, bro, I had like 7 brain farts, like right in the middle of it, where I'm just like.
But you know, I feel like people like to see that though.
Oh, that's like, why that's why it's unscripted.
That's great. And so that is the thing about me. I felt like, because I've been watching so many people that seem to be perfect on camera, that I had to present myself that way. And that made it hard for me, because I feel like even when it came out of pictures and stuff like that, content, my husband always be like, it looks okay, post it. You did all right, post it. It's like, I'm like, really looking at something else. Yeah, like missing. I feel like, no, I need to have something else. I need to be perfect. It need to be like this. And he's like, if you just like, it's okay. Like, that shows that you're human. And some people just need to see that. It does. Because that's a relatable thing. But it's hard to break out of that, when especially like in the world of Instagram, at least. Because like in the world of Instagram, there's not as much personality as like other apps, like TikTok, for instance. Like at TikTok, you can go out there with a busted t-shirt, hole in it. It got a dirt stain on top, and they don't care.
They do not care.
Yeah, it's just because it's all for like, you can be yourself completely. But on Instagram, it's more like about image and like how you portray yourself. If you don't look like something, people don't want to look at you and stuff, and you can get caught up into that.
That's a really great point though. That like, now that I'm starting to think back about it, I literally seen someone literally dressed in like anything on TikTok.
Yeah.
And people are like, man, this, like, they just didn't care.
They didn't care.
But like on Instagram, that's real. Like, you really have to have like that image.
Yes.
Like, yo, I'm doing it big all the time, or
and
I'm always up to this.
The upkeep of that is wild. I was listening to a podcast interview, because I also like to like look at a lot of interviews of different people and stuff like that. And somebody in particular that I was listening to, they were saying how they go out and spend a lot of money on clothes, like how they just go shopping and blow big bags. And they were saying like how they have certain items that they spend so much money on, but they can't rewear it because they can't post it on Instagram, because once they already wear the outfit, they got to keep going by. I said that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Because who in the world invented this? And then you got normal people out here. They got that kind of budget.
And they going to try to do it.
And they be doing it. Oh, girl, I can't even rewear that because I already took a picture. And the girl, if you don't put that outfit back on.
Exactly.
tripping.
It's funny that you bring that because you know who did it. It's funny because it just popped up. It happened a while ago, but it was T.I. and white Air Force Ones, where he would only wear one pair and then buy another one.
I think the other rapper was like that. G Herbo. He had so many different ones.
Yeah,
it was like, what's wrong with you? This is a problem.
Like, bro, this don't even have a and then like you said, you're putting it out there to people who don't
have that kind of budget.
Don't have that kind of budget.
And they just out here just trying to be copying you, and it don't even make sense.
Look, that's
who created that? Listen, y'all know how many times I wore this shirt? These earrings.
Look, who you telling me?
Hell, these lashes shot with me, by the way.
You know what I
mean? Like, because I mean, at the end of the day, people don't care that much. And I feel like a lot of people don't really realize how much people don't care.
I'm not into like a whole bunch of like materialistic things.
Yeah, me either. Now, do I like some stuff?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I definitely like some stuff. But I think this day and age, people choose that materialistic and to actually be authentic.
Yeah, no.
Nah, this ain't for these cats.
No.
We authentic, original. We don't try to be no one else but ourselves.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't like it, there's
a
couple of doors you can leave out through here. I got about several.
Yeah.
So I also want to get into like you coming on to Brass Mill and then just clicking with everyone there. When I always tell people, like, joining Brass Mill is literally joining a family. We did not turn this off. Like, it's literally all day. Like, I'm pretty sure I had some people thinking that, like, how me and Kia act, it was just like an act, like a funny workplace brother or sister thing. And I'm like, no.
I thought they were related. When I like just seeing them two interact, I thought they were brother and sister for real, or cousins at least. Like, their relationship is very much like it's just natural. And for me coming into the door, like that was important for me because I've been in a couple of different places where I wouldn't talk to anyone, not simply because I don't like people, but it would just be like it just was an energy there that it just didn't allow me. It wasn't like as welcoming as I would have liked it to been, and I always just felt like people was just looking like, oh, what's she doing? Like, what's she getting to? But nobody ever came to like,
but no one ever knocked on your door.
Knocked on the door to be like, hey, and say, hey, how you doing? Like, oh, my name is so and so. It's only one place I've been in that was like that, and it was actually the first salon suit I ever worked in. And it was with another lady. Her name was Miss Teresina. Hey, Miss Teresina, if you ever see this, she is such a sweet lady. And I worked as an assistant in her shop, and then she would let me, do hair in there, and then she would also let me like sell my products and stuff like that. So she gave me a chance. She gave me a chance to be like, to walk and feel what it would be like to be owner in my own space like that as well. So that will open me up to the idea of having my own suite, because I always knew I wanted my own salon, but I just knew I wasn't prepared for a full like 10 chair salon. You know what I mean? Like the suite idea was perfect. So when I walked into one of those, because I didn't even know they existed.
The suites like this?
Yeah, I didn't know they existed. I always thought they were for like other businesses, like like healthcare and like tax businesses and stuff. I never knew that you could come and like put like a actual like little salon in here. So when I found you guys, it was out of grace because I was on the verge of just like giving up. And I wasn't even looking for a suite to actually get back into it. I was actually just browsing. So I was on Facebook, and I'm one of the people that I don't quit looking. Like, I don't stop looking, especially when I'm looking for something in particular. I will go day and night. I will run low on sleep because I want to find it. So when I came across the ad, I was like, dang, it's on Facebook. Sometimes Facebook be tripping. Yeah. And, I don't know if this real or not. And I looked at the address and I was like, dang, it's kind of far. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to ride out there. I'm going to contact them. And when I seen like your mom picture was on the front of the flyer, I was like, dang, it seemed like it'd be black on. And, I love us. I don't got nothing against us, but sometimes it'd be hard to work with us. We be tripping, and the organization and all that stuff definitely is a key role into like our community. And I feel like that's something we all should work on as a community, but that's a different topic for a different day.
Definitely, because I know
different topic for a different day. Yeah, that too. And sometimes, like the makeup of it ain't all that, so it was whole lot of that. So I was skeptical at first, but when I reached out and Kia reached back out to me, actually your mom reached back out to me first, and then Kia reached back out to me. So it was just the being punctual and like having like, oh yeah, we have this available, like we set up this day and time. So I was like, okay, yeah, like I'm gonna go ahead and go through with it. So my initial thought was, I'm gonna just take a look. I'm not gonna put myself in nothing yet. I'm gonna just take a look. And when I walked through and she showed me the other building, I was like, okay, I kind of like this, you know. And when she was showing me like her vision, and she was talking about like this, and this, I was like, I like this lady. Like I was like, I like her.
There's like
something about her I like. And then she was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I was like, dang, she sounds like me, like an older version of myself.
Just
and
always I was like, thinking,
I like her. So then when we sat down and we had that talk, and she was like going through it, and it got off of the business topic. And it kind of went like into like personal life. So tell me about yourself, you know, like, and then I read her for her spirit. I didn't read her for her carnal. And I noticed that her spirit was like very bright, and she was a genuine person. And like, I need that around me. And that was something that I always was in search for. Like if I ever do business with other people or be around other people, like I prayed for it. I was like, God, I want people around me that's going to be like family. I want my own. So I can have that, you know what I mean? So when I met her, I was like, I feel like she's that. Yeah, she's that.
I felt that person
like already, I can see me in her. Like I see me doing what she's doing, if it's not down to a T of what she's doing, but I see me as her, and I like that. You know, I want to be around that. Like I like her energy. And then when she's walking around the building, introducing everybody and stuff like that, I was like, okay, I like the whole building's energy. Like everybody here has great energy.
Oh yeah, you know, it's never a dull moment here too. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Sometimes I always say this, we a little over friendly sometimes.
But that's a part of being family.
That's
a part of being family. Like it literally feels like I've joined family. Like it felt like I found lost cousins or something that I didn't even know I had.
Like for real, like especially, you know, sometimes like, you know, we do try to keep professional, but you know, we still be yelling down the hallways to each other.
But I feel like it keeps it fresh.
It does.
You know what I mean? Like not everything don't have to be so serious. Because it is a time and a place for it. You know what I mean?
Oh, for
like
sure.
when it's time to get down to business, a doctor's going to walk off.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to handle business. Now, when she need to talk to you, that serious face, that comes on. Like, don't get me wrong now. It comes on. It happens. She going to get down on you. But at the same time, she know how to be on your level and, like, in a respectful manner and still joke around with you. And she's still lighthearted. Like everything is not about.
It's not all about
like just
putting
the hammer down on your back and like, yeah, we need to do this, that, and the third, blah, blah. And on top of that, I do like how she's not super forceful with anything. Like she allows everything to happen naturally. And then I feel like if there is a problem, she's willing to come and talk to you about it. So like it's just certain things that I've noticed that I've been in search for that I kind of prayed about. I felt like I was guided to it. So it was an opportunity that I couldn't really pass up.
You know, and like I tell people, when you join Brassmo, you literally join a family, because it's literally a whole family like environment here where we're all like, oh, what they do? Where we walk in each other's office, like you know.
Man, look, Saquon came in my office, and we was just I'm over there making hair colors. I do make custom braided hair colors, y'all, and I'm over there making a hair color for a customer. And he just sitting there on the laptop. We having a good old conversation. Kid walks in. Y'all, we's over there having a good kumbaya. Okay?
That's what I love. And see, that's why I was like, man. I was like, once you get sold in, I was like, I'm gonna have her on the show.
Oh yeah.
I talked to Kid, like, I want to say maybe it was like your 5th day. I looked at Kid and I was like, I want to have her on the show, yo.
Yeah.
I was like, she's just so like you're so ambitious, and I was like, man. And then when we started talking, I was like, yo, she think just like how I think.
No, for real though.
And I was like, I
thought you were so quiet. Like I'm gonna tell you how. Like I'm good at reading people. I'm not gonna pour all your tea out on the camera.
Appreciate
I'm gonna tell you afterwards, but I'm gonna tell you how much I knew about you before I knew you. You get what I mean? Like when I was introduced to you and stuff like that, I try to figure out everything. I'm a thinker. So I'm sitting there talking to my husband. I'm like, I think he's like this. I think he's like that. he seems like he could be like this. It's not even like we're having a bad conversation. I'm just figuring the stuff out.
Just trying to figure out who I am before you know.
Yeah, and then as we started having conversation, I was like, it confirmed it. It's right.
Yeah.
I knew it. Like, I'm good at this.
I think one time when I walked in there, and I think, oh man, it got to the point where I'm like, yo, damn, what were we talking about? I think we were talking about
all kinds of stuff.
We was talking about snowfall, and we were talking about anime, and then I looked at the time and I was like, damn, bro, we've been chopping it up for like 2 hours. I was like, yo.
Because I was supposed to get out of there early that day.
I was too.
And I think I left like 6 o'clock. I stayed for hours. Because y'all, we was having the best conversation. So like that's good though. That's how you know, like when you when you have mutual energy, like you can just vibe out for real. It's a vibe. Like it's not even like, oh, like we're friends. Like you like me, I like you. Like no, it's a vibe. Like it's a whole vibe.
And I can always be like I said, you know, these are people that I don't mind hanging out with all the time. Like I don't like. There's never a dull moment. Like, always laughing, and it's like, you know, as you know. You came in, it was like you're bringing me more out of my comfortable zone than, you know, usually I'm up front and I'm just up front.
Yeah,
you know, or I'll walk right past your office and I'll go right to Kia's or I will go right to my mom's. And, you know, now I'm happy that, like, I got that extra family in here where I'm like, oh, yeah, let me go bug her today. I ain't even see her today.
Yeah.
Let me go harass her.
And I don't mind at all.
Oh, yeah, no, as soon as I came in there with, like, my laptop and he was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh yeah, she don't care if I walk in here and be like.
Most of the times I'm to myself too. Like, believe it or not, as open as I am, I know how to just be by myself.
I'm the same way.
I had to like be groomed to be like that because I was too friendly at one point, and that hurt me a lot. So like at certain points in my life, I had to like draw back and like learn to be by myself.
It's cool that you say that because I always tell some people that I was like, man, you never know what's gonna happen to where you will have to be by yourself. And then when I mean by yourself, I mean actually by yourself. With your own thoughts and your own opinions. And I tell people, man, if you don't have that like inner self-talk with yourself to actually really know yourself, know what you're about, and truly love yourself at the end of the day, how are you gonna go out and love someone else, or how are you gonna go out and
you could drive yourself crazy like that?
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of stuff, like a lot of people were saying they was experiencing depression and stuff during COVID. I feel like that was a big part of the reason.
And I also think like that was your time.
Yeah.
That was your time to really reflect. Come on, to really reflect. There was curfews. You're in the house with the same people.
Like you gotta look at
you get
your decisions. You know what I mean? Like you have to think about you yourself, like your job. Like you have to literally sit down, stop, because some people are operating on autopilot.
Oh,
and they're not even thinking; they're just doing. So like that made you sit down and think and not do. And a lot of people cannot take it because it's a lot of demons that we all deal with. But that don't mean everybody faces them.
If you don't
listen, I'm telling you, guys, go ahead and sign me up, be preacher.
Look, man, you speaking real, and that's real shit.
No, that's real though.
It is because that's something that during COVID I was just like, damn. I was like, that's where I figured out. I was like, I do love technology.
Yeah,
I do love, you know, being able to put stuff up, and you know, because I was still doing work at the church, which is something similar to what I'm doing now. But now I was just like, damn, I can really see myself doing this for like the rest of my life, like, and be content and be like, there ain't nothing like being happy and going to work.
Oh man, that's what.
And I feel like not everyone gets that experience. And the people who do like us, we probably look like aliens to them to actually go in
and
actually smile and enjoy it. Like I'm
kind of big on that, and I hate to say it. Sometimes being happy, you have to sacrifice a lot of stuff in that when you want to actually enjoy what you do. Because like I said, I enjoy working at the hair store, but it didn't pay me enough to sustain my living. So like that's a sacrifice I had to make. I had to sacrifice the money for the love, and it was like, But now I'm to the point now where it's like, okay, yeah, well, my passion will pay me because I'm doing it myself. And
there ain't nothing like getting that money.
It's not,
like,
it's on go. You know what I mean? Like, granted, like, even though like I said, I'm becoming a serial entrepreneur. I still still work a full-time job because, like, right now we're still in the beginning stages. So I still need that stability there before I can just jump full-fledged into my business. But oh, baby, when it's time, oh, it's up.
2 weeks. Put your 2 weeks right in.
Listen, they ain't getting no 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
You're not even gonna get no email from me, man.
You know, 2 weeks. I mean,
you ain't getting nothing.
You might get that last hour.
Well, you know you gotta get all your coins. Yeah. I'll make sure I get all my coins.
You might get that last hour. Like, you might have a full, nice 24 hours. You know, like, you're not really obligated to give a job in like 2 weeks. It's just common courtesy of you. You know, it's common courtesy to let them know, like, hey, I'm gonna leave so they can have time. But I promise you, if they fire me today, they're gonna have another person lined up for me tomorrow. Yeah, so sure. I don't feel like I need to give them 2 weeks. But a lot of people don't be that stubborn. If you don't be that bullheaded, if you was taught to give people 2 weeks, you do your 2 weeks, okay? Don't listen to me. Don't do what I say. You know.
What was the saying? Don't do as I as I say. Do as I say,
not do.
Yeah.
You know.
I know.
Tomato.
We on
something. You know.
When we come back, because we definitely gonna have another one.
Oh yeah.
You have stuff that we didn't even talk about that's in the works.
Oh,
but man, you gotta keep them wanting more.
Yeah.
You gotta keep them wanting more.
Yeah.
So I want you to give out all your socials where people can find you, and just so people can get in contact with you. How do they go?
So my Instagram is it's glam gal GALK. That is my personal Instagram page, and my business page is Glam Amo. It's Glam GLAMAMO _ beauty bar. You guys can follow me on that, and on my Facebook is just Akira Brown's AKIRA Brown BROWN. And you guys can follow me, reach me at all my social medias. I am open to talk to anyone. I'm trying to work on being active. So if you go to my pages and I don't got no, 30K, it's okay. We're gonna get there. But I'm definitely like open to talk to anybody. I'm not a shy face at all. So definitely reach out to me and also book with me. My booking links are in my bio.
Please book with her. She gonna hook your boy up. Y'all gonna see something different.
See him, he's not gonna be yellow-headed. I promise you.
I'm not even yellow-headed. I'm green-headed,
but he's not gonna blend in with the green screen. Hopefully not. Because colors sometimes they do what they want to do.
Look, as long as it's not this color on my head
anymore, we're gonna hook them up. So we're gonna come back looking like a brand new man.
It's all gonna be thanks to you. That's what it is. It's gonna be all thanks to her.
Check me out.
Please book her. She has done wonders. She definitely made my sister's hair look spectacular.
Looks so good.
Because Kia looking for a roof.
It's the colors that you
She ain't gonna
I love me some colors, y'all. Don't be afraid of colors. I'm a color freak, y'all. I got everything that you need. Like I said, I do offer braid services, box braids, knotless braids, soft locks, butterfly locks, whatever you want. I make handmade locks. I have hair extensions if you want to sew in, frontal sew in, closure sew in. I have all of this stuff on hand, available to purchase online. My online store will be up and running pretty soon. And so we're gonna have that ready. I do make custom wigs, I do custom color, I got your lashes, I got your makeup, I got everything. So y'all make sure y'all come and check me out at the Brass Mill Suites, and I'm at Suite 5. If you're ever in the building and you're not interested in booking right now, but you just simply want to speak, knock on my door if it's not open, because 9 times out of 10 sometimes I do have my door closed. But just knock on the door, come in and stop in and say, hey girl, what's up? I'm always open to talk to everybody and meet different people and stuff like that. So just keep in contact with me. Like, y'all keep watching me, because we only at the beginning.
It's gonna be something special. It's something special. All these ideas that she has, everyone, she's gonna execute them. She's gonna execute them, and they're, oh my gosh,
prepare to be sick of me.
Like I said, she got stuff in the works that we just didn't even tell y'all yet.
Okay.
Like, come on now. Please add her, follow her, talk to her, meet her in person. She is a wonderful person. Shit, you might even meet her wonderful daughter out there.
Oh God, yes.
She.
If anybody know me, they know I got the baby.
Yeah.
Got my mini me. Yeah.
So,
She's
man,
one to meet. Okay. If you don't meet her, she's definitely gonna meet you. She gonna meet you at the door. Okay.
And she keeps it real, everyone.
Oh yeah.
She keeps it real.
So be prepared. I'm telling y'all, I don't teach her to say some of this stuff. It's just her having no filter. She just real.
She just real. She just real. She already told me how it is. And I'm already doing a little bit better. I didn't tell her I ate a steak yesterday. I didn't tell her I pigged out, but what she won't know ain't gonna hurt her.
It ain't gonna hurt.
But if y'all see her, tell her I ate some apples and some good stuff. Okay, I want her to get back on my own.
Definitely. But I still wanna I definitely want to thank you for bringing me on the show.
It's been you was gonna come on.
Man,
I just had to find just scheduling wise. Plus, you gave me a good idea to help me out on here, and I was like, you're gonna help me out. Why don't you help me out all the way and get on the show?
I really did appreciate this for real. This is my first time ever doing this. So this gonna forever be in my vault.
First and more to come.
Yes, more to come. This is gonna be the first one in my vault. I'm gonna always come back to this. This is my home right here. I'm always gonna come back to this one video. Click on, you remember wait till we get about 10 years down the line. We sitting up in the high rise, you know what I mean? Click on, you remember we did that
we
first
sat
podcast?
Down there and did that.
Oh my God.
I can't wait.
Oh man, listen, I already see it.
I'm still gonna have colorful hair and everything.
Oh, you already know it. Y'all see me with black hair right now, but I ain't usually on the dark side. I'm a rainbow bright, okay? I'm definitely a rainbow bright.
Not a rainbow bright.
Yes, next time y'all see me, and I change hair like underwear, so that's don't ever get used to anything in me in my head. Yeah.
Man, I thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Because I know your schedule can go.
It could get a little wonky, but it's okay. We're gonna push through it. That's the things of being a boss, boss and training.
We bosses at a young age, 24 bosses, that shit.
Yeah,
comes with its challenges, but I know we ready to execute them.
Oh yeah,
and then more good things to come this way. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys mean so much to me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, we about to get Know Your Purpose because we about to go on the Apple Podcast and Spotify. So y'all guys stay tuned so y'all can listen to us, listen to me on the go. And once again, I want to thank my sis now, someone I can harass other than Kia. Kia, you are probably ecstatic now to have someone else. So once again, this is Saquon with my guest
Akira, aka K, whatever you want to call me.
Yes, and on that note, we out. Thank you guys.